Pay attention, creepy weirdo.
I would like a strong, powerful woman to protect me.
He'll fight for America.
Yeah, Poopy Square. The Playable Characters Podcast. Hey, everybody! Welcome to level 211 of Playable Characters Podcast. 2 weeks in a row. You're lucky. You're getting some tricks and treats for Shocktober. I told you legally, as a podcast host, I must call it Shocktober for the next few weeks. I am Brian McGinnis. Thank you all for joining us and listening on this fine, maybe Monday morning, maybe afternoon. I don't know. Last week, I know it was like a surprise episode, which a lot of you must have loved because it was good to be back. I'll say lots of nice comments and feedback, and oh my god, you're back! It honestly, I'm not just saying this, warms my little heart. Thank you all for that. Hopefully, this one makes you just as happy. All right. It's almost Halloween. We're keeping the scary theme going here on Slayable Characters Pod Slash. Do that too. It's required. So this guest today, again, lately I'm having a lot of mess-ups with the bookings. I'm sorry, but it still fits. All right. So you all know the game Splatterhouse, right? We have a realtor. We didn't get Rick from Splatter. We got a realtor trying to sell the Splatterhouse by accident. That's who I got today. So let's bring him on. And how are you doing? Thank you for joining me today.
Okay, Brian, you give me 1 second, okay?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, just tell him that the burial ground was moved years ago. But it's Native American is we don't say that anymore, so it doesn't count. All right. All right, Frank. Goodbye. Hey, Brian, how this is Steve Snelson. The L is capital.
Why? Is it really?
How are you? You know what, Brian? Why don't you go back in time and ask my ancestors why the L was capitalized? But it looks like it was something.
We'll see.
I'm gonna help you get into a house today.
I'm good. I actually just bought a house.
No, you need another one.
No, I don't. I definitely don't. But this is great. Thank you for joining. I mean, I kind of want to get right into it because I'm surprised, first of all, that you are, how can I say, representing what we know as the Splatterhouse.
Well, okay, Brian. Number one, let me all right, let me stop you there.
Okay.
We don't call it the Splatterhouse.
I would hope not. Obviously.
We just do that. We do not. I mean, it's a rustic, brick, sturdy house.
Yeah.
It was owned by Dr. West. He was an avid mask collector. All right, and it's built in 1988. I'm sorry, 98 was when my ranch house was built.
You got a ranch? Nice.
I do have a ranch house.
Yeah, nice.
Now, Brian, we don't call it that. So I just
right.
Don't need negative precedents. Just called the West Manor.
Oh, that's nice. That sounds way better than the Splatterhouse for obvious reasons. So what have you seen it? Have you gone to this listing?
Brian.
Yeah.
Over here at Caldwell Snits, we go
Wait, what is
Caldwell Snits?
What's that? That's the name of your realtor?
I'll tell you why. Caldwell's the bank branch, and Snits was the owner. SN capital I lowercase t z.
I don't think that's right.
No, it is. You know what? Go back in time. Ask their answers.
Okay. All right. So Caldwell Snits.
Yes.
All right. I got you.
If the house fits, you use the Snits. That's how it goes.
Oh, that's clever.
Well, thank you very much. Now, Brian, of course I visit the house.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna. I believe from what I've seen, it's covered in blood, dead bodies everywhere. There's spikes, ghouls. How are you selling this house, or how are you selling this to people, saying this is your dream home? More of a nightmare home, if you ask me.
Oh, Brian. Okay, number one, to each his own. Sure. All right. Sure. This house sells itself, and not because it's haunted or
What?
some kind of force pulls you in.
I mean,
This house sells itself.
so people that are listening to the episode on their podcast app, right? We're actually broadcast live on Twitch right now. We have James Neely message it wants to take a tour of the house. So, Steve, is this possible?
Oh,
Are
yeah,
you? Is there an open house? How do people get a look at the splat? I'm going to call it the Splatterhouse for now. How do
no, I'd rather you not.
okay? Well,
I'd rather you not.
okay. How do people get a tour of the West Manor?
If you go on caldwellsnittswebsite.org,
Is that
you
definitely capital I? Is that case sensitive?
it is. How did you know? Yeah.
Websites usually are. Are you sure?
Well, there's a little trick. If you capitalize some of the letters, it's cheaper to get a domain.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
You can do a virtual tour if you want. Yeah,
Hmm.
pretty good. It's just the virtual tour is it's a video. It's not
Uh-huh.
really virtual. It's just me walking through the house with my DSLR camera.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a huge file, and I walk around, and that's the virtual tour.
Okay. Couple gigs there, huh?
Oh, gigs. I think we almost hit a terabit.
So, so you did they call you and be like, "Hey, we're trying to sell this property," and I know you realtors are your go-getters. It's a tough business, cutthroat. Did you rush there and were you the first one there? Were you the last one to die? Maybe like how did you get this gig? How'd you get this property to list?
Well, Dr. West. Well, I used to be an avid collector of the macabre, and I have gone to.
Is it macabre? Just macabre.
I'm pretty sure it's so.
Okay.
I went to many auction houses, and I remember I was there when Dr. West bought a Mayan hell mask.
Yeah, that's right there. I would say no. If I knew that's what it was called, I would not add that to my collection.
Well, it's just I got basically my boss hit me up and he said, "Listen, I have a house that may be a challenge for you, Steven." And I said, "I love challenges."
What
All
else do
right.
you love, Steve?
Golf, my Geo Metro, and my buxom wife.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you very much. She's very buxom. Some people call me a trophy husband and her the luckiest woman alive.
Okay, wow.
Yeah. She is out of my league if I've ever seen it. It's because I make so much goddamn money selling houses.
Nice. Good job.
Let me walk you through the house
Please.
itself. It's a rustic brick face with a sturdy roof.
Sounds good.
If these walls could talk, they would scream.
I think they do.
I don't think so. The property, large. You're surrounded by nature.
Yeah, sure.
By trees.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan, do you enjoy the woods?
Depends. I think I don't want animals like rabid beasts jumping out at me. I don't want to be spooked and scared.
Oh,
if it's a nice, beautiful night and I got a hammock, sign me up. But if it's like if I have to walk through tons of trees and I can't see anything, no.
Well, this may not be the property for you.
Right, but it's for somebody maybe.
But it's for some. I'm telling you. I could see a family of 5 get in this house. A husband, a buxom wife,
sure,
3 mildly smart children.
Is this the Snelsons?
That's Steven, Steven 2, Steven 3. My 3 boys.
Not very creative.
Steven with a V, Steven with a PH, and Steven with an F. We call him Stefan. I don't think it's right. I want to stick with Steven, but my buxom wife said no.
Sure. How big is the house? Like you said, family of 5, is it?
It's a 3-story ranch brick home.
Wait, I thought ranches were 1 floor.
This is a stacked ranch.
Nice.
So stacked ranch is 3 ranch homes on top. Some people would say it's a normal house. Stacked ranch sounds. There's when you're a real estate agent, Brad, you gotta understand. So when you make up weird names and confusing terms,
the lingo.
The lingo.
Gotta know the lingo.
Let me tell you how this house breaks down if you want to rent it. You see,
Please.
the last 2 months are free, which is the overall net rent. Now, the net rent is about $2,000 a month, but it's really $1,200 because the net is $2,000. But the gross rent, which is gross because the walls bleed, is about $800 a month. But you get that back at the end when you sign the lease, written with handing your soul over. Do you know what I'm saying?
Are you looking to rent or buy, or either
I'm saying
either one?
if you want, I'm going to tell you what you're not going to want to do with this property, Brian. If
Okay,
I'm
okay.
be very honest with you.
What's that?
You don't want to Airbnb it.
How come?
Too big
Oh, okay.
and haunted.
Yeah, right.
Just saying.
So you do admit it. There is a little something
Legally,
going on.
Brian, I have to tell you that the house may have a spook or two.
Right, but beautiful otherwise, you're saying.
9 windows in the front.
That's nice.
9 windows, sturdy wooden door.
Good. There's a lot of
3
natural light.
stories and a living basement. Now, you may have said, now, Steven, did you say live-in basement? Or did you say living? I said the latter.
Okay, Jesus. What is it? What does it mean? Like, does it hurt? Does it say "ow" when you like go down the steps? Or...
And you might have to feed the house once in a while. Which is why you don't want Airbnb.
No,
but that may be a solution to feed the house.
It's a lot of responsibility. Oh, it's a good sick point, but yeah, but it's a lot of responsibility for the renter to.
I like you, Brian. So I'm gonna be very honest with you as we move on. Now, this place is a large fireplace, plaster walls, great for hanging heavy mirrors.
Okay.
Heavy pictures.
Why are they all so heavy?
Oh, just everything's heavy. Let me tell you what I have in my house. I commissioned an artist to paint a painting of me,
my
buxom wife, my 3 mildly smart children.
Right.
Just on a heavy wooden frame.
Yeah.
You gotta have good walls,
Sure. I just bought a house and it was so nerve-wracking actually because I've rented for so long and I can actually just hang shit up on the walls with nails and screws if I want to. It's my home.
Brian, it's your house.
It's mine.
If you want to punch a hole in the wall, you do it.
I'm not gonna. Well, yeah, James, does it come with a cemetery? I don't know if it comes with it.
I don't know if it comes. I think there's a cemetery near the property, but I don't think you want to own it. We just had a property that we had I was dealing with for the podcast started that had to do with the house was built on some kind of
you're on the phone.
Ancient burial ground. There's a lot of red tape where you can put it. It doesn't really matter, Brian. But there's no. It doesn't come with it. Okay, Ryan.
Yeah, I got you.
Now the basement.
Yes. Tell us more about
the basement. A lot of storage, strong ceilings that you could hang anything heavy or wet. All right.
Okay.
Large fireplace, giant mirrors. I mean,
wait, there's a fireplace in the basement too?
There's a fireplace. There's a fireplace on every floor. You get cold, or you need to throw documents in, or a ghoul. Like it's there.
Isn't there heat? Heating? Like, what's the HVAC system like?
The fires of hell. Sorry, what? Oh,
have you been spending a lot of time at the West Manor?
I guess I hang out usually sometimes we're doing person open houses, but
nice.
We're running into some problems. You know what I'm saying?
What are the problems?
The house eating people. I don't know. It's just it's fine.
Yeah. There's a guy, Rick, I think comes by the house often. Do you know him with the mask and he's got the bat? Not a happy guy. Are you familiar with this guy at all?
There were some troublemakers.
You can say that.
There were some troublemakers back in the day. So this house, legally, I have to tell you, this house had a fire.
Okay, it's like Carfax.
Yeah, Carfax. My favorite website, just to peruse Carfax.com. With a big C, little O, big M. Very good. Rick. So Dr. West had some breaking and some B&E breaking and entering. This hooligan Rick and his. I don't know if she was buxom or not, but she was a woman
Jennifer,
pay
I
attention.
think.
If they're not buxom, Brian, I'll be honest. I kind of just glaze over.
I mean, she was very, very attractive. Yeah.
Sure. I just said, well, like, listen, I stand by it. All right.
Yeah.
So, they kind of got lost and stumbled into Dr. West's house, and there's some fire damage.
Yeah. How many times has the house been on fire?
15. Somehow it just comes. Somehow, Brian. Let me tell you about this house, Brian. Sometimes it just bounces right back.
The fire?
No, I'm saying, like, the house burns.
Yeah.
Next day.
Oh.
House bounces back. Bounce back.
That's impressive. I guess so repairs must be minimal, if anything.
No repairs. Just a couple drops of blood. You're good.
You have to you need the blood? Or
That's right. You just you get a little nick on the finger.
Oh, geez.
Drip, 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 drip. It's right there, right in the gaping maw in the living room. Gaping maw with teeth, and just feed it.
Be honest. Is this a dangerous house for kids and or pets?
Well, if your children are like mine, which is mildly intelligent and not very quick on the draw, you kind of don't want your kids running around with spinning blades on the floor, open maw, flooding basements.
What's a maw?
A maw. You ever see Pit of the Sarlacc and Return of the Jedi?
Sure.
Gaping maw is just a large open mouth with teeth.
Now hold on. Did this guy, Dr. West, did he buy that? Like install the maw? Or did it just appear one day?
I think it came with the house, but I want to be honest, Brian. You don't have to do any work.
That's I mean, I just moved to a new house and like it's tempting for sure.
Of course. Yeah.
You know? How many bathrooms you got in the West Manor?
I think there's one, and there's 5 bedrooms, one in every bedroom, one on every floor.
Oh,
15.
15 bathrooms?
The maw counts as 7.
You could just go right in the maw.
You could just drop trowel, plop over, and just drop some turds in there and eat them up.
Oh my god.
That maw is good. I wouldn't have. James Neely just says it sounds like a good party house. I'm gonna be honest, Brian.
I don't know.
I wouldn't have a lot of people over. You know,
you
someone might wear a mask. Someone might go crazy.
You need those. What do they call like those astro goths who do those dancing? I feel like they would enjoy it.
If you want goth children, love this house, Brian.
Right. So hold on. Back to the maw. Why the maw lives on urine and feces? Is that how it works?
I mean, it can.
Obviously.
You know what I'm saying, Brian?
So if you didn't feed it, would the maw go away? Because that's kind of a deal breaker for me.
Yeah,
I want pets. I have a toddler.
Yeah, I would imagine. I mean, we never didn't feed it. I would imagine it would go away.
Interesting. Maybe I wonder if you start tidying up the place a bit, get rid of the maw, the gaping maw. Maybe you get. I mean, are you getting a lot of bids on the house, or has it been on the market for a while?
There are parts of the house it's a hard, Brian, it's a hard sell sometimes.
Sure.
Parts of the house that have guts.
Yeah,
there's a heart of the house. It's a living heart.
What?
There's a living heart. It's a heart. There's a heart of a house. It's a living heart.
Where?
In the basement. One of the 7 basements.
Wait, no, the 7 basements.
It's a deep house, Brian.
It seems like a lot of upkeep for this thing.
It's a deep house, Brian. Yeah, but you're not going down there.
Well, I would. It's my house. I would want to go down there. Man, put a game room down there. I don't know.
Well, you don't want to do a lot of noises, Brian. You know what I mean?
Ever?
You want to be pretty quiet
all the time.
You want to be quiet all the time. You know what I mean?
It disturbs the house.
I mean, it's just there's a lot of things going on, Brian. Dr. West was an inventor. He collected Mayan masks. He's libraries and history, But no, they're there now. Let me get back to the bids.
Sure.
None.
No bids.
Not yet.
How long has it been on the market for?
5 years.
Yeah, it's
let me tell you about something that happened with the world called COVID-19.
Right, heard of that. Yeah.
So this virus came, and now it's a housing bubble.
Yeah.
It's a bubble, Brian.
Right, but that was before this house. 5 years COVID didn't happen yet.
It didn't help.
Well, clearly.
You know?
It might have caused the maw.
I don't know. Moths are fine, Brian. What is so bad about a moth? You put a rope around it. You feed it every now and then.
Okay, that's true.
I mean,
little caution sign, right?
Brian, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
You ever have a swimming pool?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
You have you upkept and had a swimming pool?
Yes.
Okay, so you've owned a swimming pool.
Growing up, my parents.
Your parents had one?
Yeah, above ground, big one.
Swimming pool, same thing as a mall, except you can't go in. You gotta check the wet balance. You gotta check the blood balance. You gotta check the teeth. I mean, it's like
the chlorine.
Yeah, don't put chlorine in. Don't.
What happens?
Barfs. We did it once. It barfed up through 4 floors.
Jeez.
4 floors up. The mall is in the sub basement.
All right, so it goes 7 down and 3 up. You said 3 floors up.
That's right.
Okay.
I mean, imagine that you could just do whatever you want in those rooms,
except make noise.
Don't make noise. This house, Brian, is for a quiet man.
Yeah, I don't know. With the kids, I don't know if that'll work with me. Again, I'm not really looking because we did just move, but I will pass it along.
Oh, please. I'll mail you my business card.
No, you could just.
No, let me mail it.
Okay.
I want you to physically. There's something tactile about holding a realtor's card.
Sure. It's not like cursed or anything. I'm not gonna,
I mean, Brian, legally, I have to tell you the answer, but you know what? I'm gonna try to skate around this a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, Brian, I'll tell you this. The net of the curse is 5 years, and then the gross of the curse is, you get the last 2 years of the curse for free.
Okay, nice.
First, but the gross part of the curse is 7 years, but the net is 2. So it's like you're getting 3 years for free.
Oh, geez.
Brian, do you understand this realtor speak?
Not really. So I'm glad you're explaining it very well.
Brian, are you saying that you think I'm using a confusing method to trick you into buying this house?
A little bit. I think just seeing the house would make me say no.
The funny thing is, someone said that the houses sense evil. And when I walked in, Brian, the house welcomed me. It welcomed any realtor that came to the house welcomed us. It's as if the house knew that we were just pieces of evil shit. And it fed off our energy.
Yeah. Do dogs bark at you a lot when you walk by?
Nonstop. I get lunged at, barked at, nipped. I mean, I can't go near dogs or children that are attuned to the occult.
Yeah, obviously.
Go near.
Is this
the polo, Brian? I just want you to know I'm wearing a polo shirt.
You look
this
great.
Is expensive.
You look great. Now, you said you make a lot of money. Do you have other listings or houses you can talk about, or is it just the Splatterhouse? You gotta.
No, Brian, the West House, West
Sorry,
Manor.
West
Manor. Are you trying to take food out of my babes' mouth?
Out of your buxom wife's mouth?
Brian, are you trying to make my buxom wife not be able to afford her breast plant updates? Is that what you're trying to do?
Did you say breast plant?
Updates. Yeah, breast plants updates. They plant the breasts inside of her body. And her breasts were the worst thing I've ever seen.
Oh, God. I'm sorry.
Thank God she got those in, because I'll tell you, if she wasn't buxom, Brian.
Yeah, but you still married her?
After she was buxom, I did.
Oh, after. Okay, I got you. You knew her before.
Yeah, she was my brother's fiance.
Oh, my goodness.
And they got big. Some people say I caused the divorce. And then she got her buxom implants, and then she squirted out 3 mildly intelligent children. Just 3.
Are they triplets?
They all look the same. Name Steven, all the same. Short, bright blue eyes, dark brown hair,
nice.
Pointy, ugly nose that my buxom wife has. Oh, I'll tell you what, Brian. She's a looker from the back and the side.
Good, great.
You look at her head on. Looks like a cracked mirror. Just
which you have plenty of in the
there's
West Manor. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you don't want to say. Yeah, I have other properties, Brian.
Oh, you did. What else you got? Give me a couple. We got to go soon. Give me a couple.
Sure. So we got a tiny house. It's a child's house, but it's a tiny house.
What? Kids don't have their own house.
It's called a child. Well, they do, Brian. If you're a good father, they could.
I would love it if my kids did just have their own fucking house.
Have their own place. Oh, this could be yours. Very cute, small.
Yeah. Okay.
Right now it's an Airbnb until it sells. You got to rent it for 5 nights, no more, no less. Legally, I have to tell you, some stuffed animals did try to kill people, but it was fine.
Oh, jeez.
You got to do 5 nights at this Airbnb.
Oh,
Stuffed animal.
Who's the owner there? Freddie?
Yeah, that's right. Frederick. Frederick Farps.
Okay. Right, I'll pass on that one.
Well, Brian, if you ever want yourself a little tiny summer home, just let me I'm gonna check it out. So this next one, it's a quaint cabin in a mining town called Blackwood Pines.
Oh.
Charming little mining community up there in Canada.
Nice. Okay.
Oh.
It's okay.
Oh, sorry, I sneezed.
Yeah.
And also the open houses are open until dawn. They're open until dawn, Brian.
It's cold up there. It snows a lot in that community.
But it's good. Brian, you want to get away from wherever you're living.
You got to take like a tram, though, like an old rusty tram, don't you?
But it's history, Brian.
All right.
You have a problem with history and you have a problem with Moz. I don't know what you're doing.
Okay. I'm going to search my house later for Moz in case I missed it.
Check the basement.
You see, I don't have a basement.
Oh,
yeah.
Lucky you.
No basement here in North Carolina.
So finally, I think this property may be out of your price range, Brian, if I'll be very honest.
Most are.
Okay, it's called a Spencer Mansion.
Oh, okay.
It was renovated after a corporation was using the space below the Earth's crust as a research facility.
Yeah, it doesn't seem on the up and up.
Now it falls under the realtor umbrella of a fixer-upper.
Okay. I got you.
Those are my Caldwell and
Snits.
Is
it Caldwell and Snits now? Or just
Caldwell and Snits. That's right.
Gotcha. So
if the house fits, you got inside of a Snits. Capital S and capital I T lowercase Z.
So if anybody wants one of these houses, they can contact you, Steve Snelson, at Caldwell Snits and Snits.
If you want to contact us directly, you're gonna want to go when a blood moon happens. You're gonna want to go find a goat, cut its throat, and then write your phone number in blood on the doorstep of a virgin in your neighborhood.
I mean, I don't know. I can't get any of those things.
Brian, you already have a house. This is for your listeners. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah, but still, I don't even know where I would find both of those, let alone one of those.
Oh well, virgins are hard to come by with Snapchat and everything.
Sure,
virgins are real hard to come by with Snapchat.
My goodness.
And those that's it. And
how are you making? Do you have? I mean, I don't want to say regular houses, but do you have how are you making money?
Well,
those Caldwell Snits pay a good commission, I guess, or
some of them do. Yeah, I'm surviving off a couple commissions that I used to do commercial property, so I've had some closed down circuses, or when you have numerous circus, it's circi. So I had numerous circi. I would sell, and also my buxom wife is an influencer, neck down. So she does products like nail polish remover,
not nail polish, just to get it off.
No, just the remover, and
it's important too.
Yeah, that and some kind of blender.
God, for smoothies or juicing,
anything you need, just don't put your hand in it. That's what they say.
No, that's rough.
Yeah.
Any last things you can tell?
Yes, Brian. Yes.
Jeez.
What's up?
Anything else about the West Manor Splatterhouse that you can tell us before we
Don't put a mask on
Right.
in the house
Any
or
mask.
property. Any
Okay.
mask.
So don't bring a Ninja Turtle mask. Even that's like,
Don't wear it.
yeah,
Don't
I got you.
wear it.
Okay. So no masks allowed. I got you.
James, the only one under the West Manor for a bachelor pad. I would
Oof.
say you could, because after this, after you have a nice woman of the night do her dance, push her in the maw.
Oh, well, yeah, what if she's nice?
Push her in the maw. She's going to hell anyway. You know what I'm saying? The house told me that.
Okay. This has been crazy. I hope you sell it.
Huh?
Are you flicking your tongue?
Yeah.
I hope you do end up.
Be very honest with you, Brian.
Yeah, please. You don't feel
I
good?
think you're spending too much time in that goddamn house.
I think so too.
You
Steve.
can spend too much time in your house now.
Will you eventually jump into the maw to end it all?
If I don't, I'll be honest. If I don't sell this house, my boss said he's going to throw me in the mall, Mr. Snitz.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said you're going to be maw food.
Maw food.
And then he said he's going to take my buxom wife and put my 3 mildly smart kids up for adoption. I'm going to sell this house.
Is he putting your wife up for adoption?
He's going to take her.
Okay, take.
And then he's going to put my mildly intelligent children on.
How old are these kids?
3, 7, and 17.
So they're not twins, you don't think?
They look alike. It's weird as crap. I've never seen it. They all look the same. It's real weird.
Like height wise too?
Yeah, my 17-year-old's very short.
Okay.
We think he may be touched with the short disease God gives you.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah. Oh my God. Hey, before we go, Steve, do you want to play a quick game with me of Wed Bed Dead?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Let's play a game of Wed Bed Dead, everybody. So we're gonna
excellent. Oh, yeah. Go on.
Yeah. I'm just gonna tell you. I'm gonna give you 3 video game characters. All you gotta do is tell me who you want to wed, who you want to bed, and who you want dead. All right.
Yeah, for the dead ones, they're gonna go in the mall. Just
Yes,
want to let you know.
definitely.
Yeah, they're gonna go in the mall, Brian.
All right. So this first one is gonna be the Queen Xenomorph from the Alien 3 video game. So keep that in mind. That one specifically. Next one, real mean son of a bitch. We got Ganondorf.
Ooh, which
Ganondorf.
one?
Ganon, the big pig one from the first.
You mean Ganondorf, the one where Tim Conway put shoes on his knees and it was like Dorf plays golf? Is that what you're talking about?
I wish, but no.
Are you sure? All right.
I gave up reading. I read a lot of comedians' books. I gave up reading his book because it was so bad. I know he's like a legend, but his book is terrible. Ganon the pig.
Just drink some of this ghost blood.
Oh no! Jeez, Ganon the pig from Zelda 1, and then we got
the piggy one.
Yeah, then we got Doom Guy from the movie, from the video game Doom. So who you got here, Steve? We got Xenomorph, Ganon, and Doom Guy.
Oh, let me see.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know. It's a lot.
I think I gotta wed. I gotta wed the alien queen.
Nice.
Just because, I'll be honest with you, Brian. My buxom wife, she's a queen to me.
Sure.
So I'm used to being married to queens.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Oh! Sorry.
Your forehead's bubbling a little. I don't know if you
ever feel like there's 100 hands inside your body trying to rip themselves out?
No.
All right, I'm feeling that right now. I think I'm growing teeth in my anus. All right, so I'm gonna wed the alien queen.
Sure.
Yeah. I'm gonna bed the Ganon piggy.
Yep.
Because I'll be honest, before I was a successful realtor, Brian.
Yeah.
I had a lot of late night bar drinking hookups. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So this frat guy's used to banging some piggies. Oh, God. I think one hand's trying to rip out of my stomach right now. Okay, and then Brian, I'm gonna be very honest with you. I'm gonna take the Doom guy. I'm gonna throw him in the maw.
Oh, geez.
And Brian, I think he'll be able to handle the maw just because he's been to hell. So like, I'm not really deading him, but you know what?
He kind of might enjoy it. He might enjoy it.
Good challenge for the house to have. Give it some strength and clarity.
Yeah.
Oh, Brian, that was good.
Oh, those are I've never done this before, but I don't even know if I can make better suggestions than you. I might just copy yours.
Oh, yeah.
They were great. You want to marry the xenomorph? She's a queen, right?
Yeah.
So right there, your only job is to make her happy and make babies.
True.
Ganon, hey, he's a shapeshifter also, right? I believe in some ways, so maybe he might be able to shift into something a little more comfortable, if you know what I mean. And then Doom guy just sucks. He's a mean son of a bitch. He's crazy.
He's so mean.
He's just crazy. So maybe we just bang bang boom. He's done.
Bang bang. Toss him in the maw.
Toss him in the maw. He'll be like, thanks.
Yeah. Oh, thank you very much. Jumps in.
Steve Snelson. Thank you so much.
That's right, Steve Snelson.
Yeah, this has been a real informative.
Yeah.
Learn a lot about real estate.
Anything you need, Brian. If you ever have any questions, contact me with the blood of a goat on a blood moon in front of a virgin's house.
I'm just gonna wait for you to mail me that business card so I can send you a good old email.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get that card, all right.
Should I wash it first with some Windex?
You wash it whatever you want. If you want to be safe, wash it with holy water.
I don't have any.
Well, it looks like you're gonna have to go befriend a priest.
Jeez.
What a bummer. You gotta go befriend a priest in your
seriously. Yeah. But thanks again, Steve. Anything else you want to? Any other last words or?
Just check our website .org, capital O-R-G.
Right.
The virtual tour is kind of has a Blair Witch vibe. You can see the tour of the house. Pretty good, but that's it, Brian. That's about it. Oh my God! I hope I don't kill my kids.
What?
God. I don't know, Brian. There's something evil inside of me, and it's not the chalupa I had for lunch. Right now.
Go use one of those bathrooms. It's 15.
I'm gonna go plop some in the maw's mouth. Whew.
Everybody, thanks for listening, Steve. Thank you so much for joining me. And happy Shocktober, everybody. We'll talk to you all next week, I hope. Bye-bye. Today's playable character is played by TJ Del Reno. Check him out on all social medias at TJ Del Reno. And check out his podcast, Unlimited Lives and The Videoizers with me. Bye-bye.